in about economic efficiency, production efficiency, allocative efficiency, and this whole diagram. This is a very commonly tested question in your paper, guys. I will not be reading the this. You will have to make the correction, right? Correct this, right? Price equals marginal cost. Oh, yes. The two equations have to be marginal benefit equals marginal cost, or in other words, price equals marginal cost, right? So can you maybe within the week take time and correct these equations here? This is wrong, right? Not marginal revenue. I've mentioned now. This is correct. Price equals marginal cost is correct. This one, right, has to ideally be. This one is only here. This is correct. This is not marginal revenue. This will be marginal benefit, guys. MB, not MR. And so that's a little bit a mistake there, which I corrected in my theory class also. I have not been able to correct that. And so I'll just have that highlighted. So just make that correction. This is not marginal revenue. Make it marginal benefit. Do that. Right. So let me now come into this whole story about economic efficiency. Right. Very important area, guys. MB means marginal benefit. Right. A very important area that is usually always tested in your paper. Right. 50% of the time it's a essay question. 50% of the time it's a MCQ. Somewhere in the paper, this one is there. Right. Every single paper, somewhere it is there. Right. We'll first talk about what is economic efficiency, right? Because I'm not going to read the note with you, but I will do this here. Right? What is economic efficiency? Right? What can you talk about that? What does this economic efficiency really mean? Yes, economic efficiency, right? Economic efficiency is where the country produces the most desired goods and services that society wants at the most efficient levels, or we say at the most optimal level, right? So economic efficiency refers to a situation where the economy produces the most desired, right? Most desired goods and services, right? No link like that to marks, no, right? Most desired goods and services, right? At the most, in the most efficient, right? Efficient, or we can call this optimal manner, right? Is that okay, guys? What is economic efficiency? Where a society produces what the society actually wants at the most efficient level without wasting anything, by employing all the resources. No one is unemployed. So in the most efficient level, if you produce what the society actually wants. Now, for example, if the society wants bread and clothes, no point you going and producing, let's say, noodles and vehicles, right? So it's producing what the economy actually wants at the most efficient manner, right? Can you tell me, guys, people who know this, in order to achieve economic efficiency, there are two conditions. What are the two conditions? There are two conditions. What are the two? In order to achieve economic efficiency, there are two conditions. One, productive efficiency, or you can call it production efficiency if you want to, right? Productive efficiency, right? You have to have productive efficiency. Nice, good to see most of you all know, right? Productive efficiency. And number two, you should also have something called allocative efficiency. So let's talk about what these mean now. What is productive efficiency, guys? What is productive efficiency? Productive efficiency refers to, right, producing an output. But let me copy from the tube itself. Then when you read back also, you will refer to the same thing. Yeah. Right. Achieving the maximum output, right? I'll make a small adjustment there as well, right? Achieving the maximum sustainable output, I would say, sustainable output from all the resources of an economy. That is what you call productive efficiency, to get the maximum sustainable output, right? To produce the maximum sustainable level that we can actually produce in the economy. That is what we call productive efficiency. Yes, in order to achieve productive efficiency, there are two other conditions. Can you tell me what are those, guys? What are the two conditions needed to achieve productive efficiency? Which one? For you to be able to produce the maximum sustainable level, sustainable output from all your resources, what do you have to have? You need to have full production, right? You need to have full production, and you also have to have full employment. So what is full production? What is full employment? Let me get it again from here, right? Full employment means, right? I will give you an example also, don't worry, right? Full employment means, right? Look at this. Concerned with employing all the resources that are available in the country in the production process, right? What is full production? Where all the employed resources are used to its maximum sustainable level. Let me explain what these mean now. This is the color visible too light, no? Let me change the color. Okay. Right. Okay. Listen to me very carefully now. Right, I'm going to explain this story about productive efficiency and all of it because I did not explain. I was just telling you what it is. Right? Let's say okay, sorry. When did I change? Full employment, sorry. First condition is full employment. Right, full employment, full production. Sorry, right, thank you. Good to see that you all are active and focused. Right. So then let's take a thing, right? Let's say in a country there are 100 employees. Right now, full employment means employing all the resources, the land, the labor, the capital, the entrepreneurship, everything. So let's assume there is no capital, land, and entrepreneurship. There is only labor. There are 100 people in the economy, right? Now, there is a production firm who has hired all the 100 people. All the 100 people have jobs and they are doing something. Has the economy achieved full employment? Yes or no? They have hired all the 100 that is there in the country. Yes or no? Has the economy achieved full employment? What do you all think? There are 100 people. The firm has hired all the 100. Have they achieved full employment? Yes, they have achieved full employment. Because what is full employment? Full employment means employing all resources that are available in the country in the production process. So there were 100 people, you employed all the 100. Full employment is achieved. But let's say these 100 people were people like you, right? They don't, work full time. They are gossiping and talking and, sometimes taking, 3-4 hour breaks, right? They have been employed, right? But they are only working for, let's say, 3-4 hours. Other time they're just waiting. Is there full production? Yes or no? Is there full production? Full employment is there. All the 100 have been employed. Is there full production? No, right? See, what is full production? where all the employed resources, that means all the 100 people that I'm talking about, are used to its maximum sustainable level. Now, for example, now why is this word sustainable here? Can you tell me, guys? Now, for example, what is the usual number of hours a person works a day? How much is the average? Roughly around 8, 9. Yeah, that's the the sustainable level, right? My question is, can a person work for 16 hours? Can a person work for 16 hours? Think for one day, can he work? Can he work for one day? For one day can, right? Don't you think? Don't you think these doctors during COVID and all, didn't they? Don't you think they work double the shifts? Right? I personally know my place where I print your tubes. Right? They have 24-hour shifts, guys. So one person, he comes in 6 o'clock in the morning. For 24 hours he works until next day 6 o'clock in the morning. Then next day he's off. Right? So now maximum you can work 24 hours also. Right? But is it sustainable? Can you keep doing that forever? Can you, continuously ask a person to work 16 hours today, tomorrow, day after, for another 2 months? No, no. So that is why we don't say maximum level. We say maximum sustainable level. Now, maximum level might be 16 hours or even 24 hours also, right? But the sustainable level, the level that you can actually continue throughout, is 8, 9 hours, guys. Otherwise, people are going to get fed up. I'm wondering if I would actually, because my current sustainable levels are way exceeding, right? I wake at around 5:36, right? So I five from around 6 to around 8. I usually am doing some small work, either some SEMA work or making some questions or making some tunes for y'all. And then I usually work. I work from around 8 to 5, and then I have classes starting from around uh, sometimes 5. Today it actually started at 4. That's why there was a small clash, right? So today it goes from 4 to around 10, right? So my day goes from let's say 6 in the morning to let's say 10, 11 in the night. Yes, there are small lunch breaks and this and that. So I'm wondering, maybe is it really sustainable? Can I really continue this for a long time? I don't know. But ideally, sustainable level is 8 hours, right? So then, given that, now let's say 100 people in the economy, all 100 were employed, all of them are working 8 hours a day. Have we achieved full employment and full production? What do you think? 100 have been employed, all of them are working for 8 hours a day as well. Yes or no? Yes, no, right? Can you tell me, from the 100 people, we have hired 80 people, and all the 80 people are working for 8 hours. Have we achieved full employment? We hired 80 people, but all are working for 8 hours. No problem. Full employment? No. But have we achieved full production? Yes. Right? So get the difference between full employment and full production. So given that both of these conditions are met, right? So if full employment and full production are met, we will then achieve what? We will then achieve productive efficiency. Is that clear, guys? Then you will be able to produce the maximum sustainable output from all the resources in your economy. Clear? So if you have full employment, full production, that condition is met. Done. Then, in order to achieve economic efficiency, is it enough for you to just to produce the maximum sustainable output by using all your resources? Is only doing that enough? No, right? What if you're producing the maximum sustainable output of something that the people don't really like, right? So allocative efficiency says, right, what? Producing the most desired goods and services of the economy. So productive efficiency is saying using all your resources, getting the maximum sustainable output. Fine. Allocative efficiency is saying, look here, right? you're producing the most, yeah, required also no problem. You're producing the most desired goods and services in technology, what the society actually wants, right? No point you producing, think of two people, look, right? This fellow is saying, look here, right? I am producing the maximum sustainable output. I am doing all of that, right? Allocative efficiency is coming and telling, no matter what you do, if you are not producing what the society wants, you can't achieve economic efficiency, right? So what is allocative efficiency? You produce the most desired goods and services in economy. Sorry. In order to achieve allocative efficiency, guys, again, there is one condition. What is the condition? Marginal benefit, right? What is marginal benefit? The additional benefit you get by consuming one additional unit. Marginal benefit, right? What is marginal cost? The cost of producing one extra unit. So allocative efficiency is achieved. Guys, I'm not going to very detail into this, not really into your syllabus, right? So allocative efficiency is saying that, right? If marginal benefit equals marginal cost, then allocative efficiency is achieved, where price, so marginal benefit can also be replaced with price, guys, where price equals marginal cost. So if this condition is achieved, right? If this condition is achieved, then you will achieve allocative efficiency. So only if you have allocative efficiency and productive efficiency, only then you can produce the most desired goods and services. Part comes from here, right? See, in economic efficiency, they are saying you have to produce the most desired goods and services. That part comes from here. And also not just producing the most desired goods and services, producing it in the most efficient manner, right? That part comes from here, right? So unless both productive efficiency and allocative efficiency are met, you can't achieve economic efficiency. Is that clear again? What is economic efficiency? What are the conditions? How does it work? Very common question in your paper, right? Either MCQ, either essay question. Any question, problems, issues? We will now go into representing this on a PPT. Once we're done with that, we'll call it a day, right? So that will take around 10 minutes. Okay, right. So then we will go back into this. Okay, allocative efficiency again, guys. In very simple terms, allocative efficiency means producing the most desired goods that the society wants. Now, if the society wants clothes, and you're producing, let's say, chocolate biscuit, is there allocative efficiency? No, right? You're producing something society doesn't want. Society wants clothes, you're producing chocolate biscuit. Make sense? No. So allocative efficiency means producing the most desired goods and services, the right quantity, the right good, right? So in order to achieve allocative efficiency, the condition is marginal benefit should be equal to marginal cost, or marginal benefit can actually be replaced by price. You say, right? I'm not going to explain why how marginal benefit is replaced by price. I would have done that in the theory class. I did that with the 2024 batch also yesterday, right? So we'll not go into those details, right? The marginal benefit is equal to marginal cost. If that happens, then you achieve allocative efficiency. I'll show that in a diagram now, right? So look here. Let's go into our diagram, right? The diagram looks like this very scary diagram now, right? So in page 34 of your tube, right? Okay, I will draw this separately on my whiteboard. You can draw it on page 34. Okay, right. So in page 34, you will see there are three curves like this. There is one curve, there is another curve, and there is another curve like this, right? There are three curves. Okay, this is the PPC, right? So let's draw a increasing opportunity cost PPC for the good. Right. Okay. So let's say this is clothes, right? This axis is clothes. Let's say this axis is biscuit, chocolate biscuit. Okay. Right. So now, okay, listen very carefully. I will give you, right? Can you tell me? Okay, I'll mark a few points. Point A, point B, point C. Right. So point A, B, C. Right. Can you tell me if an economy achieves productive efficiency? If an economy achieves productive efficiency, right, where will it be on the PPC? It's using all of its resources, right? It's using all of its resources, producing the maximum possible level. Where will it be on the PPC? Inside, on the PPC, outside, or specifically A, B, or C? Where? If you have achieved productive efficiency, you will be, remember guys, productive efficiency is any point on the PPC. Any point on the PPC. So according to our example, point A, B, C, all of it represents productive efficiency. Because what is productive efficiency? Productive efficiency is saying producing the, right, producing at the most optimal level, most efficient level, using all your resources, full employment, full production. So if you are using all your resources, then you will be producing at this maximum level, right? Maximum level you are producing now, right? That is how we denote productive efficiency. So in your paper, if they ask you to denote productive efficiency, you can denote it by any point on the PPC. So any point on the PPC says that, look here, we are using all our resources to the fullest, right? That is what it means. Then can you tell me, right? Okay, we'll draw this now. We'll draw the marginal benefit curve, right? Marginal benefit curve is downward sloping. Marginal cost curve is upward sloping, right? I'm not going to very detail into this, right? Cost and benefit. Based on the, now this is the marginal cost and benefit for clothes, right? This one here is the marginal cost and benefit for bread, right? That is clothes. This is bread. Okay, so we have MC, we have MP, right? So based on clothes, where is the marginal cost equal to the marginal benefit? At this point, no, here, right? For my diagram is not very aligned. Let me redraw that. Little bit of cheating, never mind. Right. Okay. Where is the marginal cost, marginal benefit equal for this one? Yeah. Okay. Right. Now look at this. Right. Let's say according to the bread, right? According to bread, you have the marginal cost of producing bread. You have the marginal benefit of consuming bread, right? Based on that, the quantity that you have to produce, where MB equals MC, where marginal cost equals marginal benefit, if you connect it to the PPC, so let's say the quantity is 1000 units of bread, right? And let's say for clothes, let's say this is where MB equals MC, it's 100 units of clothes, right? So any point on the PPC will represent productive efficiency. But can you tell me if which point represents allocative efficiency? At which point are we producing what the society actually wants? Where do you have allocative efficiency, guys? At which point? Allocative efficiency is point A, B, C. Which one? It's point B, guys. At point B only, at point B only, marginal cost is equal to marginal benefit, right? At point B, MC is equal to MB, here connected, right? At point B only, MC is equal to MB for this good, connected, right? So point B is producing the correct amount of clothes and the correct amount of bread, the most desired amount of bread and clothes they are producing. Now, if you look at point A, right? Point A, you have productive efficiency, right? You have productive efficiency, but you are producing, let's say, 200 biscuit and let's say 150 clothes. Are you producing the correct amount? No. You're producing 50 more clothes, you're producing 800 less biscuits. So no. So MB and MB equals MC is important, guys, because based on that only you determine allocative efficiency, right? So allocative efficiency is denoted by point B, right? The point where this intersects. Is that clear, guys? Yes. Allocative efficiency. Yeah. Yes. No. Lost. Where will I have this, guys? This recording will not be, will only be given to the registered revision class students, guys. So I don't share it anywhere else, right? Okay. So then we'll go into, can you tell me from the 2 points, right? Which point, from the 3 points, which point represents economic efficiency? Remember, for economic efficiency, productive efficiency, allocative efficiency, both the conditions have to be met. Can you think and tell me which point represents economic efficiency? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Is it A, B, C? Is it only B? Is it only C? A? But which one? Point B, guys. Why? At point B, you have allocative efficiency and productive efficiency, right? See, point B is the only point with allocative efficiency and also with productive efficiency. So point B is the point that denotes economic efficiency. Is that clear, guys? Yes. Okay. Now let me make this a little bit more complex. It is a revision class, right? We'll make this a little bit more complex. We'll see how many of you all can answer. I'm going to give, or I'm going to put in a few more points. 1 point over here, 1 point over here, 1 point over here. Right? Let me label this E, no, sorry, A, B, C. We'll go in the order itself. Right? We'll label this D, E, F. Right. My question, point D. Can you tell me, is point D productively efficient? Is there productive efficiency for point D? Yes or no? Has point D achieved productive efficiency? Yes or no? No. Why? Because it is inside the PPC, right? Because productive efficiency any point on, right? So no productive efficiency. Can you tell me, has point D achieved allocative efficiency? Yes, no, only for one good. What do you all think? Has point D achieved allocative efficiency? Now see, how do you read this case now? That's one thing you have to know. So at point D, you are producing 100 clothes and let's say, I don't know, 200 biscuits, right? So according to allocative efficiency, the cloth amount to produce is 100. Biscuit amount to produce is 1000, right? So at point D, you're producing 100 clothes, but only 200 biscuits. So what can you say, guys? Is it a completely no for allocative efficiency? Or can you say to some extent that they have? Let's see. Only for one good. For which good are they allocatively efficient? At point D. They're allocatively efficient for one good. Which good? That means they're producing the proper quantity the society wants. See? For clothes, no? Right? They are allocatively efficient for clothes. Is that clear, guys? Point D. No productive efficiency, no allocatively efficiency for bread also, right? Not bread, biscuit, right? No allocative efficiency for biscuit also, but it is allocatively efficient for clothes. Why? Because it is producing the right amount of clothes, no? Based on marginal cost, marginal benefit for clothes, you have to be producing 100. So they are producing that 100. Fine. So they're allocatively efficient for clothes. Is that clear, guys? Yes or no? Same. Right. Then if I take you, right, I'll explain that again by explaining point F, right? Can you tell me about point F? Is point F productively efficient? Yes or no? Please give me answers quickly now. No. No productive efficient. What can you tell about allocative efficiency? Allocatively efficient, okay, for which good? Now at point F, how much are you producing at point F? You're producing, let's say, this much of clothes, this much of biscuits. That's point F. It's allocatively efficient for biscuits, right? Allocatively efficient for biscuits. Why? Because you're producing the right amount of biscuits. At point F, you're producing 1,000 biscuits, allocatively efficient. But clothes, you're producing less. Is that clear, guys? So if you're producing, once again, point D and F, why is it not productively efficient? Because you're inside the PPC, not on the PPC. You're not using your resources fully. But if you look at point D, you're producing the correct amount of clothes that is needed, no? So you're allocatively efficient for clothes. In point F, right, that is over here, okay, you're producing the correct amount for biscuit. So you're allocatively efficient for biscuit. Can you tell me about point E? What can you tell me about point E? Is it productively efficient? Point E. No productive efficiency. Come on, point E is inside the PPC, guys. So no productive efficiency, right? Is it allocatively efficient? No, right? So no allocative efficient. So you can say there is neither productive nor allocative efficiency. So is that okay? How to read the graph and how to draw a graph on something like this, a graph and a PPC? Might scare you a little bit if this is the very first time you are learning it, but if you are kind of for a revision mode, it should make sense. But even if it's the first time, I taught it very slow so that even a first time person can still understand. Is that okay, guys? Yes.